home Grizzy. This is Jay, aka Jay Busy. And this is James, aka Jim Dizzy. And we're presenting FASB codification. So our overview for today will be issues, goals, expectations, and structure. So basically, FASB sent out a survey of about 1,400 practicing accountants responded, saying 80% they thought it was confusing, 85% thought it was very hard to research, and 95% believe that there should be some kind of codification. So leading up to the changes, for the past 50 plus years, there's been different industries that have come into, of course, business and like technology, for instance, and they've incorporated different kind of standards for these industries. These standards did lack consistency and structure, and these are one of the reasons for the codifications. So now I'm gonna pass it over to Nahom, and he will continue the presentation.
Okay, so the brains. FASB wanted to set up a team, and they wanted to form a new research system because the old one was confusing and took a lot of time. So they got the FASB Accounting Standards Codification Team. It was led and directed by Thomas Hoy and Associates Limited Liability Company. They had accountants and lawyers to codify standards, and they had the same team to review the standards, and also they used computer systems with big coding in place. And it was approved in 2004. It was a long project. It took about 5 years, and it was released in 2009. So there were 3 goals for this new project, and one of it was definitely to simplify the user access by codifying all the sources you can do as generally accounting, accepted accounting principles in one spot, because the other one had it all over the place, so they just wanted to bring it together. The other goal was to ensure that it showed the code accurate, and that the source you can do as generally accepted accounting principles as of July 2009 were being showed live and they're streaming off as soon as they were released. And the other goal was to create a codification system that was up to date. Of course, I just mentioned that, so we go to the next one. There were some expectations. Now, the old one took a lot of time, so if you had an issue that you needed to resolve, it took plenty of time. It was complex to resolve the issue. So that was one of the expectations. They just wanted to shorten it down. They just wanted to make it a little bit more simple for the accountants that were researching issues. The other expectation was to mitigate the risk, of course, and they thought they would do so by improving the way it was presented by simplifying it. Providing accurate information with real-time updates, as I mentioned earlier, because the accounting standards are always being released, and they wanted to incorporate that as soon as it's released, and assist FASB with research and convergence efforts. And I'll pass it to Jay to talk about the excluded material.
Right now, obviously everything wasn't included in the codification. All non-GAAP structures and standards were not included. So like cash basis and income tax basis was not included in the codification. And then obviously governmental accounting standards, since those are different, the government likes to regulate them their own way. Those weren't included in the codification either. Then all grandfather contexts, so stuff like leases and pensions, they didn't come into effect immediately. You still had to look over the older standards to see how to deal with those. And so yeah, it was July 1st, 2009 when it did come into effect. None of those old ones were included in the new standards, and till those leasing expansions expired, you still had to follow the previous standards. These are all the different standards. We can see this, and you can go to the next page too. So these are all the list of different standards that were out there right now. So imagine if you're an auditor, you had to go through and actually look for a different standard first, and then look under that standard. And none of these were structured the same way. So you had to, every time you had to figure out where something would be, and you had to go and look for them. So basically what the code did was put all of these together in one simple code, and it was structured in the same way. So anytime you had to, if you knew you had to go to like a subsection of a certain standard, you would know how to look for it and where to look for the numbers and the different page and paragraph, and now you change.
And this is an example of the structure of how it's coded. It's got a topic, subtopic, section, subsection, and it's coded with dashes. Like this is an example of my personal favorite chapter, the leases, with overall operating capital, and it's broken down like that. And took effect on any company with their fiscal year after September 15th, 2009.
Okay, so for this next part, we're gonna need everyone to participate, including Tiffany. So,
Oh, all right.
yeah, so now, follow my lead, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm banging with just trying to do what I do, okay? Okay, keep up. When I say FASB, you say changes. FASB,
Changes.
FASB,
Changes.
When I say FASB, you say changes.
Changes.
FASB,
Changes.
Once upon a time, we enclosed our whack.
to send out surveys and got results back.
So it turns out a change was needed.
The code was confusing and the accounts were heated.
He served that with the current situation.
All across the nation, we needed notification.
So the brains got together to set up a new system.
Looked at the standards and started to listen.
Compiled running stopped, but it still looks shitty.
All that was left was making it look pretty.
Reorganization was the final direction.
Took a subtopic, section, subsection.
July 1st, 2009, on the day of release.
That's what I said, yo, check out my masterpiece.